Hey there, welcome to day 5 of the Yes, I Can Masterclass, the final day. I can't believe it has gone so fast. Where has this week gone? It's been chilly, so the sweaters, but I like the cooler weather. We had rain at the beginning of this week, and yeah, loads of fun, right? So hopefully everybody is hopping on for this final class in this 5-day masterclass. It's been super exciting to share this with you. I've gotten some great feedback from people. Thank you for your emails back to me. Thank you for the comments in the chats and the text messages even that I've gotten. You know, so many of us are looking at the new year, you know, things rolling in from 2022 into 2023, and what does that mean? And again, as I said earlier this week, we've got we've got a lot of stuff that's been going on in our lives over the last few years. And what I want to encourage you to do is really lean into this idea of living your best life, living your yes, making 2023 your year of yes. And as I said at the beginning of this masterclass, it's not about the crazy hustle. It's about deciding what is most important to you, determining where you want to put your time and effort and energy, and then going all in. And I hope some of the resources and the things that we've been teaching as I've gone through this week have given you those resources to be able to do that. It's definitely a start. It's definitely a start. And while you may need some more help and some more support, and I'll touch on that again because I'll touch on that right now. I did have a couple of questions, and then I'm going to go into some scheduling stuff, some time blocking and some batching and some ideas on this, actually creating your plan for 2023. Some questions that I had on that. But let me answer some first questions. So I had a couple questions about, again, the program and the Say Yes Power Track and what that's all about. It is a private group. A private group. Hello. No, it is private one-on-one coaching. It is you and me in person or on Zoom or however best suits you. So the idea here again is that we have a half day together where we're going to be spreading it all out. You're going to be bringing all kinds of information to me, finances, budget, what's working, what's not, marketing pieces. We're going to be looking at message and branding. We're going to be looking at your financial goals and your budget and how that aligns. We're going to be looking at your personal life and where maybe some things that you want to tweak or change, or some goals that you want to reach along that line. So it's really looking at everything, whether you have a business, whether you're looking to start a business, whether you're looking to grow a business, whether you're in a career and looking to make a shift or potentially move up in leadership, right? It's all about kind of looking at that 30,000 foot view. That's what the strategy day is all about. And then honing in onto the thing that's most important and the things that you want to focus on. And then working towards those goals with accountability, with resources, with my expertise as a business coach. I have been an entrepreneur for 28 years and ran 2 successful magazines that I sold and then fully stepped into coaching. So I've got the business background, I've got the experience and the expertise to be able to walk you down this path of living your yes, choosing what's best, and creating that business strategy, creating that business plan, and then step by step implementing it, right? So anyway, it is a private program. So we spend a half day together mapping it out. Then we go into private one-on-one 1-hour sessions. So every 2 weeks we'll be on a Zoom or in person if you prefer, going through, checking off where are we at, where are we moving, what needs to shift, what needs to tweak, is this working, is it not, what's accountable, why aren't you being accountable, what's getting in your way, what obstacle, what fear, what doubt, right? We're working through all of that as a team, as a partnership, really, right? So I want to see you succeed. I want to have you have great success as you're moving into 2023, right? Making it your year of yes. And so I am here for you. I am available and accessible via text message, email, right? That's just how I run my business. That's how I am to my clients. I'm probably a little too accessible, but I want to make sure you are getting money's worth and you're succeeding. You get to be part of the Yes, I Can Women's Collaborative, which is this group of amazing, phenomenal women all over the country. We meet twice a month on Zoom. We do some in-person masterminding too, but these success circles are an opportunity for you to bring your challenge, your idea, your thought process to a group of other really smart women, typically heart-centered women, to help you say, yeah, why don't you try this? Or why don't you try that? Or here's a resource for you, right? There is nothing like having a mastermind. If you have not participated in a mastermind, there's nothing scary about it. You get time to share your challenges, share your triumphs, right? Too. It's all of that. So you get to be part of that during the time that we are working together. And then the 2 bonuses I talked about, 2 extraordinary bonuses: the Get It Done Day, where we're going to sit down and map something fully out, bring your laptop, map it out, write your emails, maybe your sales copy, figure out your sales process and all of it, maybe a launch or whatever it is, right? You get the Get It Done Day included, so that we've got another day where we're going to actually see each other. And if you're not here in LA, you can either fly in for it, or we'll have it virtually set up too. And that is a group thing. So there'll be more than one person there, more than one people. And then my super exciting news, the Yes, I Can Live event that's coming to the Los Angeles area on March 16th. All day, full day event that's going to be covering all things business with a little bit of life and mindset in there as well. It is confirmed at the Torrance Marriott here in the South Bay area of Los Angeles. Again, all day, we've got some great guest speakers that are coming. You're going to have networking. You're going to have masterminding, a scrumptious, yummy lunch, connection with some amazing women. Again, get in the room with the women. Here's the thing. You got to show up. That is half the battle of success, right? When we show up, show up on Zoom, show up on training, show up in networking, show up in life, show up. That's the first step that we gotta do, right? Is show up. So anyway, it includes that too, which is for the VIP ticket, it's over a $597 value. So anyway, all of that, the Power Track 90 days that we're working together, it is normally it is 4 payments of $497, but I'm offering it because it's a new 2023 program, since I am offering it here in 2022. And for you guys who participated, $300 off, making it $422 a month for 4 months. 4 payments. We're together for almost 4 months, 3.5 months. So the link is in the email. If you go to kathyalessandra.com, right at the top of the navigation, the masterclass has been replaced with the Say Yes program, and you can click on there. You can read all the details. You can read the testimonials. Speaking of which, let me just share a little bit of that with you, just so you understand. I know we had Brooke on the call yesterday, which was awesome and phenomenal. And she is a great client, and I've just seen her grow by leaps and bounds, which is so exciting. But there's so many other people, just a few of the people that I have worked with here, and some testimonials that go along with that, right? Catherine Power down there in that bottom right-hand corner. I actually worked with her a number of years ago, and she reposted on my Facebook just by happenstance the very beginning of this week about what a change it had made in her life. And if you know her story, and if you don't, read her story, connect with her on Facebook. She basically had to have heart surgery. And anyway, it's a phenomenal story because she said yes to herself. She said yes to the thing that mattered most to her. And then when you get to the, when you get to the sales page, you can see when it gives you all the stuff about the Say Yes Power Track, you'll find these testimonials too. I do work with men, as you see. Doc was, and I've had a few men, but Doc's, I put his testimonial in because I worked with him very recently. But, I work with women in all kinds of businesses, women and men. It's really about your willingness to step up and say yes to you. And that's really what it's all about, right? It's your year of yes. It's saying yes to you and what matters most to you. And that's where it's all at. That's where it ends. So anyway, I'd love to have you as part of it, and to work with you personally and really help you see that year of yes for you in 2023. Questions, hit reply in the emails, message me, whatever, right? Okay, we're good. So how I want to wrap this up is just going back a little bit into the designing piece and actually scheduling it out and how that works. I had a couple questions come up on that. So here's the idea, right? So you've got a big calendar. You've worked on your schedule for 2023. You know what your yes is. You know that those 3 most important things are that you're working on. And now it's time to actually schedule that and put it into place, right? Because we need to have steps moving towards what we're trying to accomplish, right? We can't just wish it. No, we have to wish it and pray it, but work much, much harder, right? That is what we need to be doing. Well, work harder, work smarter, not harder, but we still need to put the work in, right? I know we talked at the beginning of this call about the hustle and how people were, it's a proven fact. I mean, there's statistics all over the internet and everything about how business has changed since the pandemic, right? We have had to change things, we've had to shift, but there's also this mindset piece where the hustle, the crazy hustle where we're working, living to work instead of working to live has started to shift. Europe is all about the working to live, right? It's a different way of being, and I'm seeing more of that in the States. But we still need to be committed to what it is, the goals that we want to accomplish in our life, right? When we talk about living your best life and living your year of yes for 2023, it's about figuring out what's most important to you and then not letting anything get in the way, right? It's really setting those goals and being committed to the outcome, being committed to what's really important to you. You can be committed when you know what it is and why it is, right? And I want that for you. I want that for you so badly, because I can't tell you the number of people I hear, that'll end up hiring me and say, I should have done this. I should have done this weeks ago. I should have done this years ago, because I'm in the same place as I was, a year and a half ago when I contacted you the first time, but I didn't step in. And now, I've lost a year and a half in what it is I want to do, So whether it's me or somebody else, get some accountability in place so that you really can move into this living your yes and making it your year of yes. Now, when you look at actually scheduling things out, having that big calendar and starting, if you're a visual person like me, starting with a big wall calendar is what I used to do. And I would go in and I would, if I had launches coming up in my business, if I had an event coming up in my business, if I was running a retreat or a mastermind in my business, right? All that went on the calendar first. Personal things went on the calendar first. Vacations, right? My daughter's getting married next year, 2 of them. So those are on the calendar, right? All those things get put on the calendar where there's dates that are non-negotiable, right? Those dates are there, non-negotiable. Then we need to take a look and see, all right, for the 3 things that I've picked that is going to be my year of yes for 2023, where am I going to plug those in? How does that need to work? Is it a one-time thing? Is it I'm working towards that goal all year? Or is it something where it's something, like maybe I'm writing a book and the book needs to come out end of Q1, right? So what does that mean? So that goes in the Q, it's one of the 3 goals, but it goes in that Q1 list. So again, starting with the big calendar, then we're going to break it into quarters, right? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, right? What are we putting in each one of those quarters, right? So like I said in the previous call, if you're doing an event, let's say in September, and you want it to be sold out, in July, then what does that mean for when your sales page needs to go up? What does that mean for when your copy needs to go up? What does that mean when you're securing the event location, right? You're backing yourself into it, right? You're backing yourself. You have that end goal and you're backing into what it is you want to do, right? Let's just put some easy numbers. Let's say you want to lose 100 pounds next year, right? So by December 31st next year, you want to be 100 pounds less. That's a lot. I get it, but it's an easy round number for me to give an example here. So what does that mean? So maybe by Q3, you want to lose 75. By Q2, it's 50. By Q1, it's 25. Yeah, okay, maybe unreasonable. But you know what I'm saying? You see where I'm going? You got to back into it. I had a client who was doing a book launch, and she recently launched a brand new book. And so it was looking at when was the book launch, and then working into, when did it need to go to the publisher? Okay, if it's here at the publisher and it's launching here, then I need to find the podcast that I need to promote it on. I need to get the social media schedule to be able to do it. Do you see how I'm doing that as far as backing into what it is that you want to do? Again, pick those 3 areas, make business one, but pick the other two personal areas that you want to be working on. Once you have the quarters, then it's really diving deeper into it being in the month, right? So if you're looking at January, February, and March, what does that mean for that? So let me use my own event for an example. March 16th is the event, which means for me, that event is going to be announced to the public somewhere after Thanksgiving, but before Christmas, right? There will be some early bird sale on it, where people can get it at a discounted price up until probably New Year's Eve night. And then it's going to go into the second round of early bird, right? So that means I need to have the web page done for it in, before Thanksgiving. It means I need to have emails written. It means, like, now I've already signed the contract for the hotel. I've already arranged for some of the speakers to come in. Do you see how I'm going with that? And then as I look in January, all right, how many tickets do I want to have sold by the end of January, by the end of February, right? So when is the early bird price going to change? What kind of emails do I need to be sending? What kind of social media advertising do I need to be doing, right? It's looking at all those pieces of the puzzle, right? Does that make sense? I hope so. Once you have the quarters and where that breaks down, again, let's say that, let's do something more generic. So let's say you want to run a marathon. I know I've used that before too. And then marathon is March 30th, right? And you need to train for it. Oh, heck, when I went to walk the Camino de Santiago Trail, right? I trained for that for 3 months. I knew I had to walk 75 miles over a 6-day period, which that was a lot of miles. That first day was 20 miles. I thought almost 20 miles. Thought it would never end. But if I didn't train for that, if I didn't plan ahead for that, I would have been caught completely off guard. And you can too, if you don't get things put into place. Not to mention how much easier it makes life. How much easier it makes life, right? So again, quarter. Now we're going to go into the month. What do we need to be doing each month to work towards those goals that we're trying to accomplish at the quarter, and then daily. Now, when we do the daily, I really want to suggest batching your time blocking. Have you done time blocking before? I'd love to hear how you do that. But I actually, I have certain days of the week that I know I have coaching calls, and that is my time batching, and I batch coaching calls back to back, right? I have days when I know that I've got admin I got to be working on, and I batch that time. I have like 10 to 1, and it's actually blocked out in my calendar, right? I literally put a block around it. If I have a day that I know I'm going to be out of my office and I'm meeting somebody at an office location or a networking event or coffee or whatever, and I'm already out, I will batch that and plan that. So errands that need to be done, personal things that need to be done, right? Or additional people that I want to network with that day. I will set it up so that it's in that time frame, right? It's in that day so that I've got one day where I may be out all day and going from person to person to person, to coffee shop, to lunch, to coffee shop, to wherever, right? But it makes it easier when you've got things batched, okay? Because that's your day where it's out of your office. This is the day that you're working on admin and numbers. These are the days that you're working on sales or scheduling social media or actually seeing clients if you see clients. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's really about, looking at that big picture, getting things, succinct, and then batching or blocking your calendar, time blocking or time batching, however you want to refer to it, so that it just makes everything simpler, right? So you get up in the morning and you know what you need to do. By having those goals each week, of things, the tasks that you're trying to accomplish, that you have this one thing. Yeah, I'll post that in the Facebook group a lot of times. What's the one thing you want to do this week? It may just be getting that single email newsletter out. Great. It may take you a week, right? But having small mini goals, right, that we're working towards, the tasks that we're working towards, then we can celebrate the small wins. It's not always about the huge, gigantic, big wins. It's about the small wins too. And I know you know that, but we got to celebrate that too, ladies and gentlemen. We got to celebrate that too, right? Even the little wins every single day, getting up and, putting your pants on one leg at a time and getting at your desk and making that one call can be something to celebrate. Drinking that extra glass of water can be something to celebrate. Reaching out and talking to a friend, or even just text messaging and saying hello to somebody, to keep those relationships going, that can be something to celebrate, right? We're so hard on ourselves. We're so hard on ourselves. We think, we're so overwhelmed and we're overworked, and that's part of the problem, right? Because then we don't want to be in the hustle, and so then we just drop everything. But leaning into that and really making a point of that is where this is all stems from. What's really most important, again, for you. So there is nothing selfish about living your yes and using the yes, I can. There's nothing selfish, nothing self-centered about it. I said this in one of the first calls. If you don't fill yourself up first, you cannot pour into others. And whether that is one of the pillars, the self-care, finding the sacred space, the support that you need, whether it is living one of the principles, being big, be bold, be bright, or be you. I want to encourage you to really step up in a big way in 2023, making it your year of yes. I know we had Shonda Rhimes and the whole year of yes. I've been doing Yes, I Can coaching for how long now? It's really all about, that yes, 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 I can. And I know you can. And making 2023 your year of yes, strategic yes, an abundant no's. Stop straddling the 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I think I will, but I don't really want to, right? But I'm afraid. Get all in. Get all in with your yes. And especially since you know your why, right? If your why is important enough, you will be all in. You'll be 150% in. Won't even matter. You will be so far in if you know your why and you love your why and you get your yes, it won't even be a question. Invest in yourself. Whether you join my program, the Say Yes Power Track, whether you join the Yes I Can Collaborative or whatever, or work with another coach already, whatever you do, get the support that you need. You cannot do this alone. You are not meant to live life alone. There are so many support resources, and that's why they're out there, because we're not meant to do this alone. Mentors, coaches, associations, groups, therapists. I mean, the list goes on and on and on in all areas of your life, right? Get support in whatever it is you're looking to move forward in, whatever that yes is for you in the new year. And remember above all else, it is not about saying yes to everything. It's about saying yes to what matters most to you, whether that's your family, your business, your relationships, your finances, your health, your environment, your philanthropy, your volunteerism. I don't know. I don't know what it is for you. I know what it is for me because I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to dive in, and I do it every single day. And that's how I live my Yes, I Can life. That's how I get to do all the amazing things I get to do. I am blessed beyond belief, and I'm grateful for every little piece of it. And I want it for you as well, to be that yes, I can woman that I know you are. So that is the end of our 5 days class. I will be in touch with you via email. If you have questions for me, please reach out. Send me an email. Send me a text if you've got my cell. Message me on social. I want to know how this class helped you. I want to know what you're committing to. I want to know what one of your yeses is for this year. What is that big yes for your 2023, your year of yes? All right. All right. You have a great, fabulous weekend. I hope you do something that's in living your yes as we finish out. As we head barreling into the holidays. So anyway, thanks again for joining me this week. Have a great weekend, and we will see you around town or on social or wherever I may hook up with you.